Hey YouTube, welcome to my very first video in the channel. Today, we will be playing Persona 5 Royal, one of the most influential JRPGs of the decade, if I might say so myself. For those who do not know what this game is about, Persona 5 Royal, as the name suggests, is the fifth installment in the long-running Persona series. And also, it's sort of a remake and a remaster of the original game, aptly named Persona 5. The game itself, meaning the Persona series, is a spin-off of the Shin Megami Tensei series, meaning Persona started as a Shin Megami Tensei game, or SMT game for short, before going off doing its own thing around the third game. Without more explanations to do, I think it's best we all just hop into the game and see what adventures are in store for us. I will be explaining the plot throughout the video, so I hope you all enjoy it. The game starts us off in a casino, apparently after stealing some valuable treasure in it. We play as a phantom thief trying to escape said casino while being chased by security guards who are really trying to shoot us down. Parkouring through chandeliers while everyone mutters below, we successfully reach the first checkpoint in the game, the combat section.
Take him down, Joker!
Here we see the first enemy we must fight off in the game. Luckily, for our mysterious protagonist, we have something special. A gun. Since that wasn't enough to kill it, we must use the power of our persona. And since that's not enough to kill it either, we just stab it to death. Once that section is over, we go through the second point of the opening where we must escape through the stealth section of the game. Our teammate warns us that someone else is inside of the building coming towards us, so we must act fast and get out. This section isn't anything too hard itself. Then our protagonist comes out being Batman with a grappling hook for some reason. We are so close to the exit, but then we were ambushed by enemies that are too much to handle for our own. But then, that weird energy reading returns.
I'll end this right now. Joker, it's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting! My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai!
We tag team them, but our powers are no match for hers, so she just one-shots everyone before going off and shaking her head on the thought that we can't one-shot everyone like her. Wow. We continue towards the exit and stylishly jumps off the window like a badass, before getting caught again and being put into jail for good this time. That really sums up the first part of the game, which honestly is a pretty strong opening for any JRPG. After getting caught, we are interrogated by some detectives regarding on what we did and other previous crimes apparently. This is the part of the game where we can choose our own name, should be. Some people might go for the canon name, or the manga name, which is my personal favorite out of all of them. Or, as one of my best friends would call him, criminal trash. We were greeted by a public prosecutor by the name of Sai Nijima, and she asked us to confess about ourselves before asking about our backstory. Apparently, we are put here due to a situation. Previously, we were helping a woman who was getting sexually harassed by someone, and after helping said woman, that man framed us as a criminal, which now leaves us with a criminal record. Which honestly is pretty messed up, but the show must go on for us. We were transferred to Shibuya, where we are now under the care of Sakurai Sojiro, the chief of the Cafe LeBlanc. And let me just say, this guy has riz unlike any character. But back to the game itself. We showed out our rooms, we cleaned up, we go to bed, and just think of that one incident that brought us here to Yongen Jaya in the first place.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
We soon find an app on our phone that is mysteriously downloaded, but think nothing of it and just delete the app. Once we fall asleep, we found ourselves in a velvet room.
Trickster, welcome to my velvet room.
The man who brought us here is Igor, who in fact has been in every Persona game from the first as some sort of watcher for every protagonist. He introduces us to his wardens, which are Caroline and Justine. He also tells us about our future and what we must do to avoid it, which is rehabilitation. Not long after he tells us to go back to bed, of course. We woke up the next day to Sojiro telling us to get ready for school. We signed the papers, go back into the car, which Sojiro continues to lecture us about our problems. A quick detour though through the story. The only reason why we're stuck in traffic because there was an incident earlier within the train stations where one of the conductors who was driving the train suddenly became soulless as if he just lost his desires, like a mental shutdown as the game would call it soon. That in fact will be a very important part of the game, so let's just keep that in mind for now, shall we? As soon as we reach home, it's time to close the day because tomorrow is our first day in school.